All right, guys, Road to Boost series. This is actually the first video on this Road to Boost. Just a quick intro for anybody who's not familiar. I own a G37 coupe, and this year I decided to supercharge it. So this is the first component actually that came for this system that I'm going to put on, aside from the NA stuff, but I can go over that later. Also, real quick, I just want to touch on these new lights I just installed. I got these at Walmart for 20 bucks a pop, and they just hang on the walls. And I mean, the light in here now is unreal. I know that the sun's coming up, so it's counterproductive, but these are great. So anyways, so the mod list for the supercharger gets big, and unfortunately I didn't anticipate that, so all of this stuff I'm doing after I'd already ordered the supercharger kit. But I got the air-to-air kit from Soho Motorsports on the recommendation of my tuner, who is Admin Tuning Monsef, and that's the kit that's coming. We're about 4 weeks into the build, and I'm waiting for them to come back with it. So this is a Concept Z oil cooler, and this is one of many items that I've got coming in for this kit. I've got some new spark plugs coming in. We'll do a video on those. We've got the oil cooler. Obviously, I've already put the cat back and the high flow cats on. I really loved my exhaust system and the way it sounds, so that's why I decided to go supercharged. And generally, it's easier to install, manage, and work on your own supercharger kit, in my opinion. I think there's a lot of turbo kits out there that are great, but the maintenance and overall ease of installation and cost overall, I decided supercharger was the way to go. So anyways, we're just going to do a quick unboxing of the Concept Z oil cooler kit. And the reason I went Concept Z is because their kit required no drilling, and I didn't want to deal with any drilling. Plus, I love Concept Z. I like them a lot better than Z1. Just honestly, because of the way the website's laid out. And Concept Z, I mean, they've always been really good to me. So anyways, we'll start out here. You open up the box and you see these two massive, oil lines that I opted to get the protected lines. So these are, steel braided oil lines with the shielding around them. I would always recommend you go with this because this will protect any components they're near from heat. And it will also just keep the lines from getting damaged if they run into that problem. I went with the 25-row cooler with the thermostatic plate because my car is going to be streeted. It's not really a track car. It's more of a daily driver or a weekend car. So I went with a thermostatic plate to keep my temperatures good. But when I run into problems or overheating situations, that I can run through the cooler and cool it down. So first and foremost, there's two very, very, very stout oil lines that you get with this kit. One's longer than the other one. And the overall feel and quality of these is great. These are really good lines. I am going to get some thread locker not thread locker, but thread sealer to seal these guys off. So these are the two lines that came with the kit. Next up, you see this bracket. This is, I believe, Concept Z provided bracket. I think Concept Z designed this, or they cut this themselves. I can't tell what it's made out of. It's definitely metal, so it's a type of metal bracket. And then there's the mounting point for the top portion of the radiator, and that's why I went with Concept Z's kit, because you don't have to drill. You can slip this on with the provided covers, and it fits. So there's a bracket right there, and then here you have their nice little package with all of the different components in it. I'm not exactly sure what goes where or how it's going to work yet, but I do have the instructions that they provide on the website that I've printed out. So again, very cool here. Got all of the necessary components, very nicely packaged. And then here's the thermostatic sandwich plate. I haven't opened this yet, and I haven't been able to... Well, there you go. It's made by Mocal. Sandwich plate, 20 millimeter thermostatic. SP1FT 07 SP1F. So anyways, this is it. This will go on the housing like that. This bolt right here comes out, obviously, and it replaces the bolt that's on there. And then I think this, I'm not exactly sure how this goes on, but we will do an installation video on that as well. And then, of course, last but not least, the Cetrab oil cooler. Now, when I was looking at this kit, you know, coworker of mine was kind of shocked at the price, but this was like a $500 kit, and honestly, in my opinion, I felt like it was the best kit, or it's better to get a kit that's made by people that have designed it for your car than to maybe cheap out and go with eBay or something that might require more modifications, because I want this to work when I put it on, and I don't want to have to deal with any other hiccups along the way. And there it is. It's the 25 row cooler. So that's it, guys. Here's the entire kit unboxed from Concept Z. They always warn you to open their packaging and check out the contents, make sure it's, you know, it's there and not damaged. I recommend you do that. The day I got this, I opened it up and looked at it, and I didn't see a ton of videos on YouTube about this kit. You know, they do a little install video on their website, but I wanted to do a unboxing and install of my own for the G37. Again, this is going on the boosted car. It's not boosted yet, but this is the Road to Boost series that we're creating here. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. I don't do a lot of YouTube, so I think this will be fun. We'll either install it here in the garage or over at the hangar, but nonetheless, it's going to be a fun project. So the oil coolers here, we've got spark plugs coming. I went with the Heat Range 8 NGKs. So far we've got the lower plenum installed. It's the ported lower plenum. We've got the NVIDIA Gemini catback installed. I absolutely love the way that exhaust sounds. I love how you can keep it quiet, but open it up and really get a nice sound out of it when you want it loud. I went with the AAM high flow cats. And so far, that's everything that's going to come in with the Soho kit. And, you know, from there, we'll kind of explain what we're doing after that. I hope you guys have a good day, and we'll talk to you soon.